Hi, this is the first Let's Play Magic Online in quite some time. I'm Chris Cool.
I'm AJ, Planet Walls. We finally figured out how to get the audio set up, so instead of routing me through his speakers,
And
Chris's
putting a mic
speakers,
in
and
front of
then,
it,
yeah,
because we don't
instead,
live together anymore, which means that's why we've not done this in a long while.
yes, you can buy some tokens for Scramble. I love you too. That was me just talking to my lovely wife, who's currently playing on her iPhone.
Lovely is debatable. She's kind of mean.
Wait,
I'm pausing
how
it.
many tokens are you gonna? I hope everyone can hear that.
No, I
Oh,
just
by the way,
unpaused it
because
as you said that.
oh, okay. Well, I guess that's too bad then. Just me passing gas for 5 minutes into the microphone.
Yeah.
So if Chris and I start talking about A Song of Ice and Fire or the television correlative, A Game of Thrones, we're going to say spoiler alert and then write in the chat box no more spoilers when we stop talking about it. And that way, so you don't get spoiled, but can keep watching our video,
I think it's
you'll be able to
actually
follow the
better
action.
if we just don't talk about it. Okay, so
Let's
we
take
have.
that double strike guy.
Yeah, I think that this guy is just dumb, but we should probably look at this pack and figure out what's going on. So this has three ridiculous green cards.
Yeah, that's actually frightening. The Druid's Familiar competes, in my mind, with the Hound of Brand and might actually be better in a vacuum. I guess Hound requires a bigger commitment to red, but how are we going to compete with whoever takes the Blessings of Nature right after us? Or the Trusted Force Mage?
I just like that these three cards are going to go downstream, and if we don't draft green cards, we should probably get better blue or white cards to go with our
I'm
red
okay with
cards.
that. So our logic is basically we're going to take a card that might not be quite as good as Druid's Familiar, based on the assumption that people down the line will be fighting over green cards, and we can try to stay out of that.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I think we can lap the Guise of Fire or the Aggravate.
Yeah, and I'm cool playing either of those since
Yeah.
all the cards are generally
Wait,
subpar
how
or
many
extremely good in
playables?
the set.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We might not lap either one. This
We'll get
pack.
Seraph Sanctuary.
Wow. Aw.
So yeah, Simon Says basically said that Druid's Familiar is by and large the best uncommon that the set has to offer, and certainly the best. Druid's Familiar, is that what I said? I meant
Yes.
Druid's Familiar. Best uncommon in green.
So we
Uh,
have a Stone Right and a Croon Striker. I've been told that two drops are important by Twitter, and that's where I get all of my magic strategy these days.
I actually like Stonewright quite a bit. He's
So
really
do
good
I.
with Hound of Griselbrand.
I know, but is
I
he
think we should.
better?
I would actually take the Stone right here over the Croon Striker, and maybe Angel's Tomb would be a close second or third.
You actually think? I mean, Stone Right is a pretty dumb card because it turns every creature you have into a major threat, and they both die to the same things.
Yeah,
I I guess I could see the Stone Right. This just means that the human synergy though goes way down.
they're both humans. I
Yeah.
recognize that that other
I mean,
one
this is a
has
little
some
more
additional.
aggressive.
Yeah, I recognize that. I guess I think that the Stone right.
We'll probably never
I'm
see
definitely
another
gonna
one of
have more
these.
fun taking the Stone right.
I know. I want to get this combo. Ooh, a Pillar of Flame. That seems like
Ooh,
a
even
good
Rush
sign.
of Blood combos with Hound of Gristle. Okay, yeah, just I think we obviously take the Pillar of Flame here. What else is in this pack?
We don't really have any green cards, so to me that means green is being overdrafted. Um, there's a decent white card. So
Yeah,
red looks open. There's two red cards in this pack.
I don't want to lay a claim in any other color yet, unless I
Neither
have
do
to.
I. Neither do I. Maybe we'll get that sweet mono red deck that just goes nuts with one stone right.
Yes, that deck. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so now there's a strong black card, or what's considered a strong black card, and a pretty weak red card.
Yeah, those are the. Is there anything else?
There's a Galvanic Alchemist, which does exactly opposite of what our deck wants to do, I think, even though blue-red is a good color combination. And then we have, I mean, there's like a lot of black in the pack.
I actually think Human Frailty might be the pick here. I could be wrong. Um,
I mean, it's
I mean,
clearly the best card, even though it's very conditional.
I don't really want the Blood Flow Connoisseur if I'm not committed to black. I mean, it's fine, I guess.
Wait, I mean, I wouldn't want to take this very high.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
like
I'm
a
saying.
bummer black card. I wouldn't mind having this, but it's yeah, not
That card
exciting at all.
isn't overwhelming to me.
Okay, so
um,
ooh,
ooh,
we got this,
even the Driver of the Dead
and we
isn't
got
bad.
this.
There's
Yeah,
that Nightshade Peddler too.
I know there's two good green cards, and then a white. I think that the bats is probably the best card.
I think the Bats is really strong. It's gotten me out of some tough situations. Like
I
one time I was drafting and I had that and I was able to kill a Tamio when I had missed two land drops. I mean, that's a story for another time, but Marrowbats seems pretty good. Um,
I
it's
mean,
also good with Stone Right.
yes, that's true. I mean, any sort of evasion and stone right are fine. The fact that there are two black cards means that I guess that it's fairly open.
Yeah, so let's go with that.
I haven't seen any good blue.
Ooh, there's a Searchlight Geist. I mean, I like that card.
When you said that, I was thinking, isn't that the white one? But anyway, and an undead executioner. But I'm pretty sure that the flyer and the lesser mana cost card is the card to pick. So
I think Undead Executioner is relatively strong, but Searchlight Geist has late game relevance too, and you can afford. I mean, it's got late game relevance just as a 2/1 flyer, but
but also
as a
the death
card,
touch can trade with anything that doesn't have a special ability for combat.
yeah. So I mean,
I like
I
the
guess I'm
Geist.
more inclined to take that. Plus, we can find more 4 drops later.
Yeah, 4 drops. There are lots of, or there's the driver already, so there are two black 4 drops. Okay, so Descent in, oh, that's not the, I'm like, Descent into Madness is insane, but then I remembered I'm thinking of the Demon one. This
I don't
is,
even know what that card does.
it's really bad. You want to read it?
Beginning of an upkeep, put despair counter on this card. Then each player exiles. Oh God. Okay, I get it. It's
It's
something I don't
sad
want to
because
have to think about in this draft.
it's sad because they're despair counters.
And the way it's
Badoosh.
set up, it's not set up like a smokestack, where
Yeah,
you can stack it in a way that always leaves you in the advantageous position. Um, okay, yeah, I mean, I guess Driver of the Dead seems like the pick there. Actually seems pretty good.
I like it. There's
Let's
the
find two
Vigilante.
drops.
Well, there's a Soul Cage Fiend or a Bladed Bracers. Or I guess a Polluted Dead. But probably the Fiend?
It makes me sad to take a card that's black black one right now, since before we were
Talking
planning
about
on
mono red.
doing. Yeah,
We
I
probably
mean,
should have taken the 2 drop instead of the Stone Right. I
I
mean,
guess I guess we took a card that was like
our
heavy
deck
red.
actually doesn't even combo. I mean, like neither of those cards, neither Stone Right nor Croon Striker are that great for our deck, and the Stone Right's probably still better.
Yeah, realistically, if we take the Soul Cage Fiend, it means we're probably not going to be playing that and the Stone Right, but that's okay with me. Hey,
Wow,
the
the
Eyes of
guys
Fire
came.
came back.
Yeah, so that means someone took Aggravate, which I think is actually a pretty strong card, even though it seems relatively weak. But I've boarded it into pretty good effect.
Um, yeah. Okay, so Guys of
So,
Fire, we definitely take that.
so this pack had 3 green cards that were really strong. It had the Drake, the Aggravate, and what's the last card that was taken? Another
I don't.
uncommon, I guess, but I don't remember what the uncommon was.
You
Okay,
guys can rewind and see. Let us know in the
okay, so we
comments.
got a Raging Poltergeist, a Mental Agony. Maybe we want to take the Agony. Is that a possible?
I would play that as a sideboard card. I
Yeah,
mean, we could also
against like a
hate the
slow
two
deck.
five guy.
I I think that I'd be willing to hate this guy. That's pretty annoying to play against.
I'm not really worried about someone else playing Mental Agony, that's for sure. So that wouldn't be a hate draft. I mean, I would hate that. Oh, there's another one.
I don't want to play this.
What's the quality of Unhallowed Pact? My thought is not very high.
Well, look at the artwork. It's like a jester bodybuilding demon. I think that
It's like
says
he's
enough.
shaking his finger going, uh-uh.
No,
Um,
you
Polluted
polluted
Dead
dead.
doesn't strike me as highly playable, but if we're really doing poorly, we might have to shove that guy in there.
Well, for signaling purposes too.
Yeah. We'd rather people see battle him.
Oh,
I actually think Predator's Gambit is the pick here. I could see playing that.
okay.
Not
Um,
main deck probably, but I could see boarding it in. Well, this is obvious.
the swamp.
No.
No. Wow, look at all those one drops.
Yeah, our deck's so fast with one creature in the one drop slot. Actually, our deck looks really terrible. Great Wolfir Silverheart. I wish we could play that.
Well, we're taking it, I think.
That's worth Cashola too, right?
Not very much. It's probably like a booster pack.
Well, I mean, what else do we have? We have Vigilante Justice, which right now isn't looking too synergistic with what we've taken. We
There's a
could take the Grune Striker.
which is a 2-drop and pretty solid. But I mean, uh,
I would actually be willing to cut off, if it turns out that we can play green
yeah, like,
heavily, I would be willing to sacrifice either one of our colors, probably black,
well,
to
we have
play.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. I
Yeah.
mean, green will not be open. So the question is, do we want to pass like one of the dumbest cards in the format
I
for a
mean,
card
okay,
for our
so
deck?
we don't have anything that can kill that card right
No, and
now.
we probably won't.
I mean, other people are opening similar stuff. I guess I think Prune Strike. Eh, take the Wolfir Silverheart. Let's. I don't want to play against that. We'll just lose to that. I mean, the goal is to win, right? The whole draft.
Yeah, I don't think that we can compete with the Silverheart. We can maybe deal with the other. Okay, so we got a. Now that we just talked about how we can't deal with that, here's a Bone Splinter, which I
Yeah.
like.
So I'm okay with a Bone Splinter. I'd rather take that over what else is in this pack.
Driver, Demon, Devil.
Scalding Devil,
Not a single
Angel's
green
Tomb.
card. Yeah, the tomb.
Yeah,
The tomb is a neat card.
I like Angel's Tomb. I
I do
mean,
too. It's not exactly Glinthawk Idol, but I like it too.
okay, well let's go with Bone Splinters. I just
There
think removal is so solid
there are
that
a lot of black 2-drops too, so okay, this is
man, I
awkward.
wish that dual casting were good.
Okay, so there's a Borderland Ranger, which is pretty good. There's a Lightning Prowess, which is awkward, but decent, I guess.
Um, I don't think Borderland Ranger is right. I think we either take the Lightning Prowess or we take.
The
I kind
Demon.
of want to take dual casting, but I don't think that can possibly be
Okay,
the pick.
stop it. We're not going to talk about dual casting.
But it's so cool. Okay, so dual casting.
No, no, we
Okay,
don't
well
have
don't take
time.
it.
The Borderland Ranger is strong, so if we want to even consider playing this, it's fine. But the Prowess, if we're just gonna consider this a dumb dead pick, like we'll play the Prowess in our red deck.
I thought we just didn't see any green cards in the last pack, and you made a comment about
Yeah,
how
I
this is
did,
the way
I
we're gonna be
did.
able to see green.
But I've also played a deck that was like mono black with a couple, with 2 of these and like 3 other green cards.
Okay, I guess Lightning Prowess isn't that phenomenally strong,
But
but
no, there are a lot of X ones. So
yeah,
okay, so here we have. I probably wow, this card is not fun to play against.
gross.
Okay, so we have a Butcher Ghoul, Thunderbolt, and a Hairs. Why don't I say it with an H?
Oh god, our
I,
deck is so awkward.
so like this isn't aggressive, but it's pretty good.
No, I agree. It's a good card. I would like to have it in my deck. The Thunderbolt I would be okay having in my deck, and I wouldn't mind. The Heirs of Stormkirk I would be okay, I guess, having it in my deck.
I like them. I actually like having a Thunderbolt too. So this is up in the air. I mean, the Butcher Ghoul gives you a lot of time, and it makes our driver better.
It, it makes our Wolfir Silverheart better. Okay, let's go with the Butcher Ghoul.
It makes the Bone Splinters better too. Okay, so we got another Bat, an Aggravate, Demon, Vigilante.
Whenever our mystery opponent casts those both those aggravates, we're gonna have to regenerate all of our Marrow Bats multiple
No,
times.
I think we can only regenerate one of them.
Okay. I mean, I think Marrow Bats is the pick, but I'm not happy about that.
I I know. I want
Maybe we
something.
should be taking cards of a different color. Like maybe we should take Nightshade Peddler and like ditch red.
I'm just
I don't
ignoring
even
you.
know.
I can get on ditching red, but I don't think that it would be for green. Well, here's a red
Now we
card.
have Fervent Cather. I actually like Bladed Bracers okay.
I mean, I like it all right too.
Yeah, Fervent Cather seems like the pick. What else is in this pack? There's a Moonlight Geist. So like there's Stern Mentor, which I don't care about that much at all. Um, yeah, Fervent Cather seems like the pick.
The It's probably the strongest card in the pack. I guess there's the Geist too.
I mean, Fervent Cather's fine. It's awkward already in our deck. It's probably going to be a card that we play and then like attack, and then it just sits back when they play a wall the next turn.
Okay, so here's a second driver. We only have 2 targets for it. We hope to change that.
Yes, we hope to change that quite a bit.
I kind of like Narstad Scrapper, which by me saying that probably means that 3 people just turned off the draft video.
Yeah, I don't want to put that in our deck since we have those 2/4/1s. Um, this is a really disappointing pack in general.
I'm actually really happy to have a Driver of the Dead in it because I just
Okay,
imagine this pack with this being an unplayable.
just snatch that up.
Okay, so a second one of these. That's cool. Target player greatest power. Ugh.
That's cool. There's a Righteous Blow in the pack. Maybe we just hate that.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do
I
too.
mean, I
I
don't
don't
feel like Essence Harvest is the right pick, that's for sure. I don't really want to, like,
Appetite or Harvest, yeah. I
yeah, let's go with Righteous Blow. I mean, there's the Appetite for Brains sideboard card, I guess, or, I don't know.
I'm not
That
willing
pack is
to.
underwhelming, too.
Oh man. So this is the pack we opened.
Do we hate the Crippling Chill, or do we take the unplayable 6/1? That's not going to go in our
We already
deck.
have enough X ones that are 5 drops.
um, out of all these cards, I guess I would rather my opponent not play the Crippling Chill the most. And I guess there's Snare of the Skies too, which... Okay, take the Crippling Chill.
Crippling Chill's really good.
I
Ooh,
know.
the Scalding Devil and a Justiciar. How would you say this?
I thought it always said Justicar, but it doesn't. Like,
I know.
like
I wish it.
Samurott from Mass Effect 2 and 3.
I actually wish it was a Justicar because I like the way that sounds. Where having the I in the last syllable. Okay, so I almost just went through a pick there because we got a little distracted.
Wait, you almost clicked on the Justiciar? I wanted to
No,
take the Scalding Devils.
I did.
Oh god.
What?
None of,
Renegade?
no, I'm just looking at all these cards and they all look so bad.
Well, we already have a Polluted Dead that's hidden. I think Renegade Demon's okay. It trades with some of those fat, scary cards.
No, I agree. I mean, that card won't make me kill myself over having to play it. I'm just looking at our deck right now, and it's making me shed a tear or two. Peel from reality. Get that guy out of here. All right. All right.
No one's going to be playing any black 5 drops but us.
I was super excited about that Polluted Dead because you didn't even have to hide it.
I'm going to go ahead and hide. Nah. Okay,
The problem
so
is I would like to hide one of those, but that's
yeah,
not possible. Oh man, the Scalding Devils is gonna make it
I think so too. But I'm going to
for
hide
sure.
these cards because there's no way we're going to get 8 playables, right? Silverblade Paladin. What?
Dang it!
I guess we want a Crypt Creeper or an Undead
Do you want
Executioner.
to just take the Vessel of Endless Rest and just go
Play
balls to
all
the
our 5 drops.
five color black?
No.
This 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 pack is this pack sucks for us. Look at this.
Should
Okay,
we
so
even be
what's the
playing
point?
red? We have 2 blue cards and 3 white cards and 1 green card.
You can hide the lands.
Oh man.
Okay, we have a Righteous Blow, which is better than. So like, is the question, should we go black white right now? We
No,
lose
no, no. That's not the question. I don't think that black white. I I guess that these.
Crypt Creeper and Undead Executioner, and I guess Vessel of Endless Rest. Oh, actually, the Tormentor's Trident.
I
Uh,
like it. I think I kind of want a 2 drop to go with the double driver though.
I've had good I can say many good things about Tormentor's Trident.
Well, you better say them in 3 seconds, otherwise I'm gonna pick a Crypt Creeper.
I think that card's a win condition, but go with the Crypt Creeper.
I feel like you didn't want it. Whoa. Oh, that's just Reforge the Soul.
Yeah, that's pretty unexciting. Falconwrath Exterminator doesn't strike me as phenomenal, but like it is a 2-drop. Um, and I mean, like sometimes it'll do something sick, right? Like
Wait,
you'll drop it on turn 2.
deals combat damage. I was like, oh, we have a. No, we don't. We don't have a combat.
Okay, so what are the picks between here? There's the Angelic Armaments. There's
Yeah,
the Hanwehr Lancer,
which
the
is pretty
Falconwrath
decent.
Exterminator, and then Reforge the Soul if we want to lose. Oh, and then there's a Deathwind.
Oh, I didn't see that. I
Yeah,
didn't.
I didn't either.
I
The
forgot
art
this
on
card.
that card is so mysterious to me that
It looks kind of like Grave Exchange, like
I
from
don't
a
think
different
that at all.
angle.
I just can't tell
No,
if that skeleton is shooting the Deathwind or is getting hit by the Deathwind. I guess it's a Skelangel. Ugh. There are a lot of good
oh
cards in
man,
this deck.
I was gonna type Grave Exchange, but then I remembered that nothing will come up.
Yeah, I think Deathwind was the right pick there. There's a
Okay,
barter in this
yeah, I was
pack.
gonna say this is really interesting because Barter and Blood is pretty powerful.
Yeah, there's also the Corpse Traders, which is worth noting, and then Crew and Striker.
Yeah,
I think I saw, was it you win a match off of Corpse Traders where you just remove somebody's hand?
yeah, and I've also played against Corpse Traders with that thing that makes demons, and then they attack with the demon, sack it, and then have it to block too. It's very annoying.
I mean, Barter and Blood is highly situational, but we at least have 3 subpart 2 drops now. So I guess that makes me feel a little bit better passing the Crew and Striker.
I
Our
mean,
deck isn't highly aggressive.
the question is which of these is Barter is probably better than this, right?
I'm
Because
inclined to think so. I just think having a barter in your opening hand allows you to play in a way that,
that makes you win.
yeah, I think.
And we have enough removal that we could probably take out 3 creatures if they have 2 things that are scary.
If we need to. I mean, our mana base is already going to be super awkward,
I
so
agree.
I've already just committed to that. There's the Searchlight Geist again.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think I think I like that over a second Soul Cage Fiend.
that's for sure. I don't even like the Soul Cage Fiend we have.
I like playing one because you can trade with Trusted Force Mage, the 3 green drop guy.
hmm I just want my deck to be basically a setup for my opponent to play a one-sided Wrath and aggravate.
Okay, so we've got another Butcher's Ghoul, which I think makes is a little bit better because we just picked up a barter.
Is that better or worse than the Hanwar Lancer? Because I like the Hanwar Lancer.
I do too. Um, we don't have any humans to get the synergy with it though. I
Maybe we
still
just want to live a long time.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, and kill people with these 3 cards, maybe these. We got
Oh
five,
man. I
six,
mean,
six
Butcher's
win
Ghoul's
cons.
cool. We've got the 2 drivers, right?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I really like the ghoul because we have the drivers.
Yeah, we've got some awkward cards in this deck. Like, I wouldn't show this deck to a friend. Unfortunately, we're showing it to the internet. But, you know.
You mean
Oh,
Rag?
cool. Malicious Intent. Oh, I didn't even see that Searchlight Geist.
I
Okay.
know it's between a
I can't believe
peddler and a wingcrafter, and there's a malicious intent to draw your eyes.
Malicious Intent looks like it's supposed to be, like, the art was drawn for a card that was, like, chameleon skin or something.
And it was
Or it's
probably in
like,
Ravnica block.
yeah, it's like your creature gains Intimidate from every color but its zone or something. I don't know.
You should probably work for Wizards of the Coast with.
Probably not. Ooh, so in the next set, clearly what they're going to come out with are 5 lands that are enemy tricolor lands that are each a basic. They're each 3 basic land types, but they all come into play tapped. That's just going to happen. Mark my words.
We're taking
Mark
this
my
Evernight.
words.
We're taking
That's
this
going to
Evernight
combo
shade.
awesomely with Stonewright.
Hey, can we do a little public service announcement, or maybe we can? When does Venture Brothers come out again? Is that
Yeah,
this
I don't
year or
even
next
know. I
year?
have no
Oh,
idea. As
they
far as
just
I know, it's in the distant future.
no.
I know. Evernight, I think we're not going to play that Stonewright. At least it seems pretty likely to me at this point.
I can
But
get I can get behind that. Okay, so
sweet Gang of Devils. The 6-drop I always wanted. I actually want Mad Prophet instead, though.
you want Mad Prophet? Look at all these
I love
four
that guy.
drops.
I can't see. Okay, I actually have your little Skype bubble over the 4 drops that we have. Okay, yes. I don't want the Mad Prophet anymore.
Maybe I mean maybe Mad Prophet's good when you want to dig for a Barter in Blood or a Deathwind or a Bone Splinters or a Human Frailty. I just don't
Or when you
know.
want to pitch your two
Do we?
drops for
Okay,
your Driver of the Dead.
one of
Nope.
these three cards. I just don't know.
Gang of Devils, I think, is the pick.
It's so slow, but it's maybe neat. Okay, so there's that Trident, and there's also a Vanishment still in the pack.
Oh God. Okay, so there's also the Scalding Devil too, but I don't.
I already hid one.
I'm happy with the one that we. I actually think Tormentor's Trident is really good.
We have 5 flyers.
I know. I think I actually think it's a really good card, and I'm okay dropping that on turn 2 if the turn 3 plays Butcher Ghoul. Only I imagine dropping them in the opposite order.
Can I take this Ghoul Flesh, or do we really want a Reforge the Soul?
I'm pretty sure a guy tried to play a deck against me where he had Reforged the Soul and tried to like do something like deck me and some other stuff. I don't remember
And
precisely.
instead he just killed himself?
I'm
Or
pretty sure I won
allowed
that
you?
match.
Oh man, Scrapper or another, I think probably another Ghoul Flesh.
Yeah, I don't. We're never gonna play that Scrapper.
So the question then will be, I guess we want to play 2 Ghoul Fleshes over a Guise and a Ghoul Flesh. This card's kind of annoying to play against.
That's for sure. I'd rather play that than discarding my hand, drawing 2 cards.
Yeah,
I mean,
get
I don't think that card is the worst card in the world. I could see a place for it, but
I get suckered into trying to play cards like this all the time, and well, look how good I am.
hmm. Uh,
Do we want someone to play it? Maybe. No, this could be really bad against us.
you know what? Cards like this are. Oh my God, that's an enchantment. Every time I've seen it in the past, I thought it was an instant. That's
Got
actually
there.
really funny. Sweet chameleon skin.
So we're basically mono black with a double red card.
For some reason, chameleon skin or malicious intent reminds me of the Venture Brothers. I don't know which one you brought up, which one came up first, but
Malicious skin, and then I started talking about the Venture Brothers. Probably because I thought
malicious
about it
skin.
too.
Okay, so
Malicious intent. Oh. Okay, so I'm just gonna
one thing's for
start.
sure: our mana base is going to be stable enough that we should play the Seraph Sanctuary. I kid because I love. Okay, put all that crap in there. Oh, remember to put the Deathwind in there.
Okay, so this is 20 cards.
Sweet, 2020. Let's go. Let's just roll with that. The Predator's Gambit. I hope we don't have to play. Actually. Oh
Me
man,
too.
none of those are dudes, huh?
No,
I don't know. Is Predator's Gambit playable in our deck?
yeah, but do we want it to be? I mean, I guess that Driver of the Dead and Butcher Ghoul, that interaction makes cards like this not as good.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just an unholy strength with an upside. So
I know. I can't. The only time I could see wanting to play it is on a Marrow Bats, and even then, it seems like a highly questionable use of my 1 mana in turn 6.
we could just add 4 5 drops to our deck.
Okay. Let's be serious for just a second, I guess. What if we just want to add blue?
The blue cards aren't bad.
I know, but I guess we probably don't want to do that. I guess we probably want to run Pillar of Flame.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, our deck isn't that aggressive. I was gonna say Crippling Chill has been phenomenal.
there's also Gang of Devils, which I think fits in our deck well, and there's the awkwardly casted Hound of Grizzlebrand, which is just such a pain in the ass every time I played against it that I kind of want a chance to run it. I mean, I've had it, like, the last time I drafted, I had a deck that was just Stone Rights and Evernight Shades, and I just basically was crying the whole time, and then I won. So, like, I mean, I can't speak to that happening every time, but it was, I mean, the power level of both those cards is just actually good enough. So, like, I would be willing to run Stone Right, I guess,
Well, I think that Stone Right might be better than Fervent Cathar.
in our list,
Yeah,
probably.
because
I mean, we're not running an aggressive deck. That guy's a 2/1 haste that.
well, and the nature of the ability is once it's Soul Bond, I mean, they can't blow you out. You can always get the effect you want.
Yeah, I actually am okay with Stone Right, just in virtue of the fact that it gives our guys +1/+0 for the 1 red mana that we have on the table.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is
I
that
think.
stupid? I don't think so.
I mean, There's also the Guise of Fire and the Lightning Prowess.
I feel like Guys of Fire might be more versatile than Ghoul Flesh.
Because it'll force them to attack.
Um,
Well, what about this? I mean,
we
this
can
is
play Guys of Fire on one of our own guys, like our Marrow Bats. Okay, yeah, Ghoul Flesh. Let's go with that. I forgot about the Lightning Prowess entirely.
so we have the Trident still. We got 12 dudes. We definitely need to play a lot of guys. Let's go.
Is there a combo with Lightning Prowess and Searchlight Geist?
In a Yeah, there is. An expensive combo. A
You know
combo.
what?
Go ahead.
It's like that haste Timmy and what do they call that combo? Spike
Bullshock,
Collar and
Basilisk Collar.
yeah. What am I thinking of? Cunning
Bullsh-
Spark
Oh,
Mage?
Cunning Spark Mage. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put the Lightning Prowess in.
So we have 14 guys, but we have 2 drivers.
And you're saying you think that the drivers aren't good enough. Realistically, should we be playing the Hound of Grizzlebrand or should we just play Gang of Devils over it?
I think this card's just so dumb, but maybe
You're right. We should probably just be playing it. If we're going to be running 6 mountains, we should probably be playing it.
I mean, maybe we should cut a Ghoul Flesh and play a guys just for the mana. I mean,
I'm planning on running 7 mountains and 10 swamps.
7-10. I was
And then
kind of
Gang of Devils is basically colorless.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, I don't know. Is six just too slow?
No, because we have the 2 Butcher Ghouls. I mean, I definitely, I'll be honest, I don't want to ever see that in my hand until I draw White Game. So maybe I'm just imagining hands that were like, sweet, Driver, Marrowbats, Gang of Devils, 3 land. It'll be like,
Well, I kind of want to play one more creature, so to me that's a Renegade Demon or a Gang of Devils.
well, what are we going to cut?
A card
Ghoul
from down
Flesh?
here,
I'm okay cutting Ghoul Flesh, just like
starting one
keeping
in
it
the board.
frailty.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got a Pillar, a Ghoul Flesh, a Frailty, a Bone Splinters, a Prowess,
Barter and
a
Blood.
Barter,
Yeah.
a Deathwind, and then blocking.
If like the reason when I was talking about that poor mana based deck with the 2 pumpers in different in opposing colors, the reason I won was just because I had 2 Deathwinds and like a million other removal stuff. Like
Oh, the truth comes out.
yeah, like I think you can just win games in this format if you just make sure to kill their soulbound guys with Deathwind.
Are we sure that we don't want to go 12-5 like Moto says?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe 11-6 they could convince me on. Maybe. I don't think so though.
11-6 either means
I
that
feel like a chump if I were running 11-6.
11-6 just means that we'll never be able to cast Hound of Grizzlebrand and we'll draw it all the time, or we'll have quad mountain hands with our Evernight Shade.
I like how we think about this. We're like, what are the following awful situations that we could run into, and then we'd feel guilty for making the decision we made. We're basically playing around inflated sense of guilt given certain plausible circumstances, but they're certainly plausible. So like, let's just submit this list.
I'm pretty sure that the Ghoul Flesh is better than a Gang of Devils, but we'll run with this anyway. I like
Maybe
having more threats.
3 3s for 6.
I know we're not playing a 3-3 for 5, but we'll play one for 6. It just cannot be good. Comment, tell us about how you guys feel about Gang of Devils.
I mean,
Type
I've seen
Gang of
opponents
Devils
play
in the comment.
Okay, go to the game. Go to the game.
Okay.